Virgo, and welcome to your August 2018 love reading. And it's really funny, the first thing I noticed was the amount of earth energy you've got here. There's an awful lot of potential for a new level of stability and commitment in your love reading, okay? It's quite interesting because the other cards you've got are more about desire, which is propelling you forward, okay? I think for some of you, you've got romantic feelings, which means your feelings are worth exploring. And you've got the Page of Wands, and this is about, the wands are always about sexual attraction, okay? An energy that's propelling us forward. This is about new opportunities. What I find interesting now is you've got this, but you've got loads of cards about a deepening level of commitment. The King and Queen of Pentacles, which is a very sort of committed energy, and the Empress in the middle of the reading. I think what might be happening is your other card is Breathe. So when Breathe shows up in a love reading, its message is about slowing everything down. It's about what's the hurry. Because when we're in a hurry, it means we're coming from a sense of lack, rather than a sense of allowing something to build up and find its own pathway. The earth energies are always very, very slow, as you know, Virgo, but very, very sustainable, very real, very, very committed, very authentic. And a lot of your reading seems to be about pulling together with someone. I've got a feeling some sort of cooperation needs to happen. You might need to have to try and work something out with someone. The central issue is the Empress. The Empress is about love, okay? She always will be. She's Mother Earth. She's that source of nurturement and love. She holds the Venus sign. She wears a golden gown, and she's got this beautiful, she's about everything that's good in the world. She's about nectar, beauty, and very, very deep sensuality. So quite a beautiful energy bringing you together with someone. I always describe her as the honey to the bee, a sort of a level of attraction that can't quite be avoided, okay? So what lies behind you is the Six of Discs. The Six of Discs, all the discs energies to me represent authenticity. It's the same with the sun signs, okay? Authenticity and dialogue. Some sort of conversation has happened or needs to happen because the scales are still a bit out of balance. There's been a desire to maybe resolve something between you and another person, and you're then about to move into cooperation. The Three of Discs is a card about feelings building between you and another person, and it's a card about working with others in order to understand what your connection's about. Okay, so pulling together, teamwork energy, which might be, you might be meeting someone at work, it might be someone at work, but this is a love reading, and the Empress is your energy. So it might appear like a work reading, but I think there's an awful lot more going on behind the scenes of this, okay? Your outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a high level of commitment. She does traditionally mean the earth sign people, but if you take it a step further, in a love reading, the earths are about what you can touch and what you can feel. Like the wands are sexual energy, the cups are the emotional energy that brings two people together, and the earth is what cements it. And there's a lot of cementing of an energy here. But the Page of Wands is about desire energy. And some of you are meeting someone at work, by the way. It might have been it's almost a bond that's changing nature for some of you. It's becoming more and more sensual, and the feelings are growing over time, because the Page of Wands represents sexual desire, romantic feelings, and the Breathe card is about not hurrying, but not telling earth signs don't hurry. So it's a pointless conversation, okay? Your best path to follow is the King of Pentacles. So this can be an earth sign person, but this is really about two energies that are meeting, the King and Queen of Pentacles, in order to work something out. You might be fusing into the Empress, having a family, moving to deeper and deeper levels of commitment. Very nice energies, Virgo. I have to say, I really like it, but it might be slow building, because the King of Pentacles moves twice a year and does nothing fast. That's his way. And maybe that's what the Breathe card is saying. It's saying allow this process to unfold. But your hopes and fears are, you're a little bit confused here and muddled. Some of you might have more than one choice, or the other person that you care about. One of you aren't being real with the other person, because the Deception card just showed up, which means someone is wearing a false mask. So someone might be appearing in a certain way, but underneath it they feel something very different to what they are showing you. The outcome is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups goes forward. In this deck, she goes forward, okay? My other deck, she doesn't. But this is a deck I'm using because a lot of people don't like the static energy. So the Queen of Cups does step forward, and she makes an emotional offer. And I'm actually laughing because the offer is the Ace of Wands. You're my third reading, and everyone's got the Ace of Wands, okay? So it's the summer months, it's a month of Leo, it's a very fiery, very passionate month, okay? And Venus is in Virgo. This is a passionate new beginning. This Queen is either offering it or you've been offered it, and it's definitely worth pursuing here. But it's quite an interesting reading you've got here. I've got a feeling that someone's not being honest about their true feelings here, okay? Now, being honest about your true feelings, there can't be anything more vulnerable. But vulnerability is what creates intimacy. It might be, because of the Seven of Cups, by the way, so either you or someone else might have more than one option, and the person doesn't know how to choose. The Three of Discs can represent a triangular situation. The funny thing about the Three of Discs, it's not a triangular situation like the Three of Swords is. It's quite often more about being one person being linked to another because more of material. So their material world is joined up with the other person's, which I think, Virgo, if that's you or the other person, this must be incredibly frustrating. And the frustration might be mirrored in the King of Pentacles, because they don't do anything in a hurry, guys, okay? And that's what the Bereave situation is saying. Because when we're in a hurry, it means we're driven by an awful lot of sexual impulse. Sexual impulse is brilliant, okay? But we don't want it to be the only force that guides our attractions, because it burns out. We want the deep earth energy and the emotional flow. Now, you've definitely got the earth energy. I think there's definitely an energy of someone not being very straightforward, okay? Virgo, don't make it you. I love your authenticity. It's what, and that it's what makes you who you are. So don't lose it. I want to know why this person's wearing a mask. I am wearing a mask with the Queen of Swords. Okay, so someone's taking a stand of being very, very emotionally detached. Okay, that's not what's going on here. What's really going on is a lot of love, by the way, but some Virgos aren't showing it. Oh God, you know, some Virgos aren't showing it, or the person you're being involved with is not showing it either. But other people in our lives are only mirrors. So if we're involved with someone who's not being totally honest, and it might be around an air sign person or an Aquarius, I'm not sure. There's a reason why, and it's generally that fear of vulnerability, or Virgo, either you or someone else still are intertwined in another relationship because of financial reasons, by the way, because that's what the Three of Discs tends to show. It's not as much as a three-way situation that's piercing your heart. It means you're entangled in situations. That's what they call karmic obligations. And you know what? I work with people every day who set themselves free. We don't have to stay trapped. We can free ourselves if we want to, because there's an awful lot of feelings here. And there's an awful lot of hiding your feelings. Oh Virgo, don't not be you. Nothing is worth not being who you are for, or no person. If a person can't get out of a situation, then just walk. You're my third sign, and you're the third person who got a three-way situation going on, okay? I'm not saying it's all going to be, this could be meeting someone at work, maybe an Aquarius, by the way. I'm not sure. But someone's not been honest with someone else. These two are a really, really good match together. So it's not worrying. Don't hurry so much. Because it's only a Page of Wands. Try and let the process unfold for you. Because it looks like it's going to unfold in a really nice way. I like that Queen walking towards the Ace of Cups, by the way, because this is an offer potentially of a new start, quite a passionate new start, based not only on sexuality but on emotional depth. But it's definitely going to be very, very, very slow moving, guys, with that King and Queen down there. And the Empress doesn't do anything in a hurry, because she doesn't need to, because she's the Empress. She's the magnet. She allows the development of a love bond. But don't let it be you wearing a mask. Nothing. It's just not worth it to hide your true desires. And if someone's wearing a mask with you, Virgo, life is too short. If someone can't be real, then what's the point of being there? There's a lot to consider. You've got quite a big reading, by the way. Okay guys, I'll be back later. Loads of love. Bye.